There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better, some have gone.
When I was in high school, back in the 60s, I got pregnant. And that was the worst thing that could happen to a girl in a small upstate New York town back then, I'll tell you. My mother had told me you had to be married to get pregnant. I believed her. God was sitting on a cloud with a clipboard. You're married, you're not. Pretty dumb, huh? Well, they whisked me away to a home for unwed mothers where Angela Marie was born about 6 months later. And then they whisked her away from me about 3 days after that. And I never saw her again. When she was about 15 years old, I started looking for her. I figured she might be ready for a reunion, signed up with National Registry, and I joined every single one of them. When she would have been about 40 years old, I gave up and went on with my life. One day I got an email from a woman, said she was looking for her birth mother. My heart stopped. But even though she was born same city, same day, same year, same hospital, her birth certificate said her mother was German and that she'd weighed 8-some pounds. I'm English. My baby had weighed 6-some pounds. Sorry, she said. Wait a minute, I said. Maybe I can help you find your mother. I've been out here for a long time, and I've met a lot of people on the internet. Maybe I can help you. So we started emailing back and forth, and we kind of became friends. And she was describing her birth certificate to me one day, and it sounded familiar. And so I asked her a question. I said, has any doctor ever said anything to you about your health that would be outstanding? And she said, huh? And I asked the question again. And she thought, and she said, well, I have a heart murmur. Well, my baby had a heart murmur. And it just came over me that we should get a DNA test. So we did. And we waited, and we waited. Was my daughter. It was Angela Marie. She was 40-some years old. She had 5 children and lived in Oklahoma. Who would have guessed? One small email. That was she came to visit me. We've stayed connected ever since through the internet, sending emails back and forth and keeping in touch with each other's lives. And this year, for the first time, she drove from Oklahoma to Arizona with a friend of hers who went along for support and met her dad. And there was a very strong connection there. Spent about a week at his house, and we now all keep close contact via the internet, and we are a cyber family after all these years. Without the internet, this never, ever would have happened.
There are places I